So now, moving along, after 2015, we all know winning is tough. You might have never made it to the chip again, but you still were dominating the borough. Wings was still the prominent program in the Bronx. Up until recent time, how did you go about keeping that going, propelling your program forward? You might not have another 7-footer walk through the doors, but still, you had a dominant program, a respected program in the city. How were you able to accomplish that?
Hungry kids. So what we've always preached is, we come from the Jets. We come from broken homes. We all have struggles in our lives. So my thing to them was let's use your abilities to get you out of your environment. And they brought into that, and they knew even when we were dominating the Bronx, they always understood that we had to get to the Final Four at least to create those collegiate opportunities, because the college coaches would only come. They might come out to the quarterfinals, but they were definitely there for the Final Four. Yep. So we knew that's what we had to get. Forget about winning the city, to be able to create collegiate opportunities.
Right. And would you say that that's more important than even winning any?
It's not even close. It's not even close. I used to say this all the time. If I never won another city chip at Wings, but I was able to get the kids that I was dealing with onto a college campus somewhere where they could see something different than Harlem and the South Bronx and have to walk around with their shoulders up and be on point all the time, I was good with that.
Amen to that, man. So now this past season, you wrapped it up in the Bronx PSAL, and you made the move back over to the Catholic League, back over where you went to high school, where you assisted at for a little minute, Holy Cross High in Queens. Why did you make that move?
A change, just do something different. I like to challenge myself, and I hear all the naysayers. I hear all the naysayers. Oh, he's winning in the Bronx. The Bronx isn't that strong. Oh, he gets to the Final Four. Oh, he can't do this. Oh, this, that, and the third. So I hear all of it. It drives me internally. So it's funny because when I took the job at Holy Cross, he won't be able to win in the Catholic League. Mm-hmm. My only answer to that is you better get me now. That you better get me now. That's all. I'm not gonna go no further than that. Because the one thing I do know is I can coach this game. Yes, right? And it's not just about talent, right? You gotta have a relationship with your players. You gotta have a relationship with their parents. You have to be a personal person yourself. And all it is to win is it takes your kids believing in you. And I think a lot of times, like, where we go wrong in high school is the business aspect. We got to try to keep the business aspect out of high school sports. Man. Because these kids aren't ready for that yet. But unfortunately, things roll downhill. It starts in the NBA, it rolls to college. It goes from college, it goes to high school.
It's here to stay now, Bill. But
no, it is.
We have to. You want to keep it away from them as much as possible, man. I hate to say it that way, but you really do, man, because it throws the game off the rails a little bit. It throws a lot of these kids into a funk. It's a distraction. All this business stuff, all of this extraness, stuff that has nothing to do with playing basketball. It's unnecessary.
So I just try to keep it basketball and academics. You know what I mean? Like, for me, that's the key to this, right? Because if you take care of those two things, everything else is going to fall into place.
Mm-hmm. What are your expectations in year one with you at the helm of the Holy Cross program?
Change the culture. I have a group that they're tired of losing. They're tired of being laughed at. They work hard, man. They work hard. Our shortcomings, we lost our first game in Chaminade the other night. We were up 7 at the half. But we broke down in the second half. Our shortcomings aren't because they don't want to do it. It's just that something they're not used to. So all the things that I'm asking of them is new to them. From terminology to the multiple defenses to the different sets on offense to stuff like that. To the tempo. Mm-hmm. The tempo that we're playing at on both sides of the basketball is totally different than they've been playing. So So once we get that mindset where you don't just step on the floor to play the game, you step on the court expecting to win. That's my goal for this year.
Got you. Do you have a long-term vision for the program to give it a chance of becoming another powerhouse under your belt that you've coached?
Absolutely. That's my goal. Make Holy Cross a powerhouse. I've always felt like Holy Cross has been in an area where it should be a powerhouse. You can get kids from all sides of Queens. You can get kids from the Nassau Queens borderline. And depending on where a kid lives, the 44 is right there. You know what I mean? So you can get kids from the Bronx, depending on if they're close to that 44 line.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know, we got a kid from Brooklyn this year. You know, so you can get the Holy Cross. You know, we as a staff, we just got to get out there and advertise the program and get people in the gym to see what we're doing. I actually encourage people to come watch us practice more so than the game, because you can see more of the teaching aspect. So that and I think that's big, because people want to know that their kids are being developed, right? And even while I was at Wings, I tell people we didn't have overwhelming talent. We developed those kids. They were talented, but we developed their mentals and their physical ability. So I just look to do the same at Holy Cross.
Got you.